All right, here we go. All right, thanks everybody for coming to class. I feel so lazy with it not getting up. Like I'm just scooting back to my mat. Um, we are going to start laying down. I'm seated just to show you everything. So the first thing I want you to do is grab your blanket and make sure it's, how you can have the short end and the long end. Place it lengthwise along your mat so that when you lay on it, your hips and lower ribs are all on the blanket so that your torso is nice and aligned. And before you lay down, I want you to grab your strap and place it, get a loop in it. And the loop is not very big. It's really kind of going to be about hips width apart so that if you put it around your legs, which is what we're going to do, um, your legs are roughly hips width apart. Okay. And then you can set your strap where you can get to it and lay down on your backs. I want to make sure my blanket is where I want it. Good. And then come on down and just try to find uh, uh, where your blanket is. So right now, mine is covering my hips and sacrum, my entire back, and mine is right about at the level of my shoulders, so that as you lay on it, your spine is not being pulled in one direction or the other. If you need or want, you can put a little extra blanket or a pillow underneath your head, especially if your head is tilting back. And close your eyes. Maybe place your feet on the floor for a change. Take the feet wide, let the knees drop into the middle, and allow your hands to come to your belly. And get a sense of how you're feeling this morning. Feel free to wiggle your hips and find that center. If bringing the knees in with wide legs bothers your belly or bothers your hips at all, you just walk the feet in some or separate the knees. Nice length through the back of your neck, a softness to your face. Your eyes are soft, your jaw is soft. And we start to tap into the breath. Just taking a nice deep breath in and exhaling it and letting it go. Finding the center of our mat, coming into our practice in an aware and present moment. Soften the elbows, the shoulders. Allow a nice big belly breath as you inhale. Exhaling, letting it go. Good. One more nice breath here. And then separate the knees, bring your feet until they are hips width apart. Straighten the right leg, let it be nice and long on the floor. Your left foot stays on the floor. Your right arm goes overhead. So, right leg and right arm are stretching away from each other. Find your breath here. And just allow, don't overdo this. Just allow, maybe feel where your hips are in space, if they feel pretty even for you. As you inhale, take a nice deep breath, stretch your right leg, right arm away from each other. As you exhale, raise both. If you want to tap your hand to your leg, go ahead. If it doesn't reach, don't worry about it. And then inhale as you release. Exhale, tap whatever you can find, toes or shin or knee, and bring it up. Good. Inhale as you release. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, last one here. Inhale and exhale. Release everything. Bring your right knee to your chest. Hold on to that right knee. Extend the left leg out. So now your left leg is straight. Your right knee is in toward your chest. Always remember you can grab underneath your knee. Breathe. And then your right hand to your right knee, take it out to the right, just opening up that knee. Bring it up and across, grab that knee with your left hand. Little baby twist, don't overdo. And back to center and both legs straight. Both feet back on the floor. Breathe. Left leg goes straight, left arm goes overhead. Breathe, just stretch out the left side. Your right foot is on the floor. You can feel that almost stamp of the right foot. Breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, tap that leg. And then inhale as you release. Good. Exhale, tap. Inhale. Exhale, deep breath. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale, stretch. Good. Last one here. Tap that foot, shin, or knee, and then open that up. Bring your knee to your chest, left knee to your chest, straighten your right leg. Allow the front of the right leg to stretch. Left hand to left knee, take it out to the side. Just a little stretch here. And then bring it all the way across. Easy twist. Please don't overdo. I don't like to do deep twists first thing. Bring it back to center. And straighten both legs. Oh, and just shake that out. Good. Grab your strap. Now, you do not have to use a strap. So we're doing some isometric work here with the hips, but you don't need a strap. If you have it, remember it's about hips width apart. And you're going to take that strap to the mid shins, right? The mid calf muscles, and then place those feet back on the floor. Press against the strap as if you could pull your legs apart. Try to keep the knees and the feet roughly in alignment and just breathe. Again, notice the work here. If you have a buckle on your strap, please make sure you're not pressing that buckle into your skin. Good. Just feel that your feet are on the floor. You're going to tuck your pelvis, lift your hips just a little. Not full bridge here, not when the legs are captured, and lower down. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, take it up. Lower down and lift and lower. Good. One more. Lift, hold here. Again, remember, please don't go all the way. Don't lift as up to your highest. Take both arms overhead, palms are face up. If any of this feels terrible, or if you feel too much pressure on your head, please lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower everything to the floor. So warming up shoulders. Inhale, lift hips and arms. Exhale, lower. We got 3 left. Inhale, starting to wake up those hips and glutes. Lower down, 2 left. Exhale. Woo, last one. I'm already feeling those. Exhale, lower the arms. Press the hips up again. Again, don't overlift. All I want you to do is lift your heels and lower. Good. 5 of those. Lift, lower, lift. Yep. Say good morning to your calves. Lift, lower, 2 left. Last one. Woo! Lower those hips, everybody. Bring your knees to your chest. Keep the strap there if you're using it. And rock side to side. Lower your feet to the floor. Straighten your legs. So here's where a lot of this isometric work is going to come in. Again, don't feel like you have to use a strap. You can isometrically press those legs apart from each other without using a strap. So here, just pull that strap apart. Watch the knees here. Make sure you're not hyperextending through your knees. We're working with the outer hips. As my lovely friend Toby said, again, breathe, everybody, and just relax. Like let everything collapse down to the floor. Just one more here. So press against the strap. Feel the glutes squeeze a little bit. For me, the back of my knees are off the floor. The heels are digging in. Feel the work and release and shake that out. Very carefully, I want you to turn over to one side. You're going to keep that strap there. Cushion your head either with your hand or with the side of a block at the lowest setting. So, whichever one works best for you, you're laying on your side. Now, notice if you are leaning that top hip either forward or backward. Try to stack the hips one on top of the other and then press your top leg away from your bottom leg. So the legs are straight. Yep, Celeste, the legs are straight. There you go. And breathe. So now you've got a space between, and we're doing again isometric work. Be mindful here. This is a lot of work for that glute and the tensor fascia lata, that side hip muscle. Good. 1, you're here. 2, you're lifting both legs. Flex your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything. Woo. And breathe. If you felt that a bunch, you can just take your hand and rub that spot that you felt. Good, breathe. Let's do only one more. I'm trying to be kind here. So first press the top leg away from the bottom, ground the bottom leg. And breathe. Good. 1, you're here. 2, you're already done with this. Lower down. 3, both legs lengthen and lift. Ooh, good. Try to keep the hips steady. The top hand is supporting you. And lower. Holy moly. Good. Breathe. Extend your top arm and your bottom arm if your head works that way. If it doesn't, keep your bottom arm bent and supporting your head. So both arms are overhead. Both legs are extended. Find your breath. I want you to lift the top leg and squeeze up and try to tap the side of your knee. So we're doing core work here. Your bottom arm stays down. Your top hand kind of touches the side of your hip. There you go, John. And lower everything. Good. 5 of these. Squeeze it up. Lift up. Press into that elbow a little bit and lower. Good. This is 3. Squeeze. Oh, tell me you don't feel this one. And lower. Good. 4. Squeeze up, squeeze up. And down. Last one. Squeeze, hold. You can lift the bottom leg only if you want. Ooh, balance work. And lower everything. Holy moly. Nice job, everybody. Turn onto your bellies. Strap is still in place. If you are not in love with your strap at the moment, feel free to take it off. It's okay. Lower your upper body. Let your hands support your head. Press against your strap. So we are turning on, no kidding, we are turning on those hip and glute muscles. Breathe, and then just relax. Let your knees come back to the floor. Press against the strap again. This time, if you want, raise the legs, but only a couple of inches. Keep those hips and pubic bone on the floor, on your mat. Big deep breath. And lower. This time, I want you to extend your hands overhead. You're going to lift only your right leg. Lift your right arm, lift your head, neck, and chest. So right side only, the left hand presses to the floor, the left foot presses to the floor, and lower. Left leg, everybody. Left arm. Take the head, neck, and chest where it feels comfortable for you. And lower. Both legs, both arms. Turn the palms down and make cactus arms out to the sides. Lower the legs, keep the upper body. Lift the legs, reach the arms forward, and lower everything down. Give your hips a good shake. Roll over to your left. Ooh, same thing on this side. You're going to cushion your head. Your top, I'm going to turn around because I just don't want my back to you for that length of time. Ooh, good. So your top arm is supporting you. Make sure the hips are stacked, the legs are straight. Keep the bottom leg down and just lift the top leg. Feel the work, I know. Breathe. And then just lower. Lower fully, relax. Lift the top leg, press. If you want, lift both legs. Squeeze the belly, stay right at that side hip. And lower. Let's do one more there. Lift. And lift, flex your feet. Try to keep yourself steady right on the side of your body. Both legs working. And lower fully. Take the bottom arm and straighten it. Take the top arm and reach over your head. Here we go, everybody. So you're going to lift that bottom or that top leg and stretch and try to tap the side of your knee. Lower. Here we go. Lift, press, squeeze, woo, and lower, and lift, tap, squeeze it out, and lower. We got two left here. Lift the leg, lift the arm, try to tap. We're trying to squeeze through side body, lower. Ooh, I think we got one left here. Squeeze. Ooh. If you want, try to lift both legs. Now it's a balance job. And lower fully. Holy moly. Good job, everybody. Come back to your belly and we're done with this part. I promise, I promise. Lower your head completely. Press against your strap. Lift your legs. Make sure your pubic bone, belly button stay on the floor. Find your breath. Let the arms come back behind you. Palms are face up. Press your shoulders away from the floor. Lift your chest, lift your arms, lift your head, neck. Locust pose variation here. Big deep breath. Take the arms forward, palms face each other. Turn the palms down. Give me cactus arms. And lower fully. Woo, bend those knees. To walk that strap down to your ankles and just rock those feet side to side. Lower the feet, listen up, turn to your side. Bend your knees and see if you can come up without losing your strap fully. So you're back up at a seat. Joy, joy. Anybody not feel that? And actually, since we're seated, it'll be easy. Take the strap out for now. Take your feet wider and stretch out those, let's just stretch out those hips. Good. Come back to center. Find an easy seated pose. Wow, I feel that. Woo, feel those hips. All right, little intermission here to stretch out the upper body. So nice, easy seated pose, whatever works best for you. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, one hand down, other arm over. Big stretch here. Good. Listen up. That top arm, you're going to bend the elbow and just try to kind of touch side. You don't have to go super low. And then inhale and reach up. Exhale, elbow to hip, elbow to floor. Whew, and up. Good. Exhale, last one. Squeeze side body and lift up. Hold here, everyone. And then take both arms up. Exhale, let go. Same thing, other side. Just take that hand down, reach up. Good stretch here. And then elbow to side hip. And take it up. Exhale, squeeze. Watch your heads here. I'm seeing one head in particular. Diving forward. And squeeze. Good. This one, we just hold that stretch. And release. Grab your block. Hold on to your block. Stretch it out in front of you, but then just draw the shoulders back. So we're taking a little hip break here. I want you to take the block and slide it to one side. Try to keep the arms as straight as you can, both arms. Take it center and twist the other way. Both arms as straight as they can be. And center. Let's do one more, both sides. Again, side body work. It is hip and core day. And center. Last one. Woo. And center. Well done. Release. You might need one block over to your side, but I don't think so. We're going to come back to the strap. Again, that strap is optional. So take that strap back where it was to start. I'm going to turn sideways here. Make sure you are seated on your blanket and that blanket feels good. When you press the legs apart, you're going to feel that resistance of the strap. Got a little twist there. Okay, good. Dig into your heels, lift your toes. Lean back a little bit, take the arms out. Variation here of boat pose. So working with our core, find your breath. This should be pretty easy for most. If you're struggling here or have back pain, the hands can come behind you. Lift one heel, hold, and lower. Lift the other heel. And lower. I dare you to smile. Inhale one, and lower. Lift the other. See, if I was not on camera, I probably wouldn't be smiling. And come on up. I'm like, oh gosh, maybe I should smile. Good. Breathe. Press out against that strap, everybody. All right. You're going to lean back. Take the arms to cactus. Be mindful here of your backs. You're going to tap opposite knee. So I want you to feel that twist and center. Twist, tap the other knee. Center and twist. I want you to go slow enough that you pause in the middle. And breathe. Breathe. Good. Feel it. Indeed. Last one here. Twist and twist. Whew, and let go. Just roll over those legs. So I love the strap here because it keeps the legs, feet, legs in alignment, the feet, knees in alignment. At least for me, it does. And it doesn't kind of allow me to cheat. Like if the strap wasn't there, my knees would be going all over the place. All right, so lean back. If you're willing, lift the legs. So here we are, boat pose variation again. Press against the strap. Your hands can be behind, they don't have to be. Breathe, take the arms out. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Grab one of your blocks. It's a nice little visual. Don't have to have it, but breathe. Take that block in your hands, lean back. If you don't have a block, you don't need it. You just use your hands. Optional to lift the legs. Here we go. Side work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push against your strap. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And lower. Whew. And breathe. We have one left here. See, this is what happens when I feel like I've been eating too much dessert. It's like, oh my gosh, reverse, reverse. All right. Optional again to either keep your heels on the floor or to lift. Much more work here. You're going to hold elbow to hand, hand to elbow. Remember, feet can be down and you're going to be doing opposites, but with elbows, so it's tighter. Or you're going to elbow to opposite knee. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and let go. Nice job, everybody. Go ahead and take that strap out for a moment. Ooh, we're almost done with the strap. Shake it out. Rub those legs, whatever you need to do to feel good there. And then last part of the strap, I think for now anyway, take the strap through the legs again. Straighten the legs. Now, Dandasana pose, again, classic yoga pose. What happens when we contain the legs? Flex the feet. Make sure the feet are all pointing, more or less level. You can space out the toes if you want, but then feel the work on the legs when you're doing this isometric press out of the strap. I'm feeling this in the hips, in the quads. So lift up really tall. Take the arms up. Squeeze your belly. Find your breath. Good. Imagine holding onto a beach ball here. Nice straight arms, lifted chest, everyone. As you exhale, hands come down. Hands to heart. Lean back slightly. Now, 1, you're here. That's already working. Core. 2, you're lifting one leg. Woo, woo. Feel that cramp in the thigh. Lower. Lift the other. Lower. One more both sides, and I promise we're done. And lower. Lift, hold. Lower. Bend the knees. Take that strap out. Thank it for its ability to teach and set it aside. Woo. Good. Let's come into a nice seated figure 4. So legs are straight, bend one knee. Let that knee float out to the side. And then maybe pick the foot up and place it above the knee, or for some of my folks with knee issues, below the knee, not on the knee. And then start to bend, the straight leg. You've been working hips. Yeah. Just shake it out. Deep breath. That should feel really nice, I hope, for everybody. And then 1, you can stay here. 2, you can straighten the bottom leg and just cradle the top leg in your elbows. And lower down and shake it out. Same thing, other side. Just bend the knee and let it float out to the side. So we already have that external rotation happening. And then place the foot where it makes sense for you. Please not on the knee, above or below. Bend the knee and just maybe rock side to side, stretching out that hip. Yeah. And you can go as deep or as low as you want. If you feel a stretch in that outer hip, you are doing the pose. And then again, if you want, just cradle. You can also grab under, by the way. Thanks for that reminder, Celeste. And straighten the lower leg. Ooh, yeah. Press down through the long leg. Just breathe. Good. Release, let go, shake that out. Well done, everybody. Let's come on off our behinds and table pose. Have your blocks near the front of your mat. We're not going to use them just yet. I would stay with the blanket, allow it to cushion your knees, just adjust it if you need to. I'm going to turn mine sideways so it's not quite as long. Good. Flip the toes under. Watch your feet, by the way. You don't have to flip them under, but flip the toes under if you can. Those of you whose knees allow, go ahead and just sink back for a moment. And then come on up. Press the left leg straight back. Tone in through the belly. Lift the leg. So you should feel those glutes that we have been working. Press into your hands. If your wrists hurt, just go to soft fists here, if that works for you, or hands on blocks for some. Do a nice big circle with that left knee. I mean, really big. Explore the distance or the range of motion. And then switch directions, just maybe 3. Big circles. And release that side. Press through the right leg, tone in, reestablish your hands, lift the leg, and breathe. And big circles, 3, one direction. Just see where it'll go for you. No pain. And the other direction. That's it. And lower that down. Back to table pose. Kickstand out your right foot. Extend the left leg long. We've done this many times so that your left side of that foot is pressing into the floor. Adjust the right hand if you need to, and take the left hand to your hip. Left hand to your hip. Lift the top leg, all this optional. Take the top arm up and then let it float over your ear. So big pose here. Now imagine both the arm and the leg are trying to press up higher, but they cannot. So again, isometric work. Breathe. Lower everything down. Nice job. Back to table pose. Shake out those wrists if they're getting a little cranky. Same thing, other side. Kickstand out the left side. Extend through the right leg. Adjust the left hand if you need to. Turn over to your side. Stack your hips. Lift the top leg, again, optional. Top arm goes up to the ceiling, and then it floats over the ear. But imagine both leg and arm trying to press up again without moving. And release. Pause for a moment here. Maybe come off your wrist. Give them a little shake. Come on back. Same thing on the first side. Kickstand out. Extend the leg out. Adjust the hand. Turn to your side. Think of the tailbone, like deep into that tailbone, pressing forward just a little bit. Lift the leg, lift the arm, come wherever you can for this pose. Listen up. You're going to take that arm overhead, just like we did before. But this time, just for 3, you're going to see if you can bring your elbow to your knee. Squeeze the knee in, extend out. Go slow. Squeeze. I know. Whew. And squeeze, hold, take the arm up, bend the knee. Press the knee back, but keep the hips forward. and release. Whew. Shake that out. Come on off that right wrist. Last one of these, same thing, other side. Kickstand out the left, press the right leg back, turn to the right side. Remember to keep that tailbone forward, lift the leg, lift the arm, stay at any level that feels comfortable. Take the top arm over the ear. And then just for 3, elbow to knee, squeeze in, extend out, go slow. Squeeze in, extend out. Last one, squeeze in, extend out, and release. Child's pose, puppy stretch, or hero pose. Just take a moment. Just breathe. Maybe roll those shoulders. Good. Come on back up. So, again, a little break from the hips, a little upper body work. Take that block up at the highest level. We've done this before, but I realized I really haven't been doing either chaturanga or push-ups in quite a while. So we're just going to do a quick, short little series here. You need the block. I actually have more blocks. I'll get John to grab you a couple. All right, so the block's up nice and high. You're going to take those hands forward and the knees back. That block is going to be right over the center of your chest bone, the sternum, not down by your belly. Draw the elbows in. Let's tap that block for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Press up and go ahead and reach back. Hey, sweetheart, will you grab Celeste a couple blocks out of the cabinet? Thank you. And she can toss me that one back. Intermission, intermission. All right, so second round, either you're staying there or you're going to lower that block by 1. Make sure your form is good. The elbows tuck in. Ideally, you are squeezing through your belly. And let's tap for 5. 1, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Press up. Stretch it back. Give those arms a moment. And then final round, either you're going to go low, medium, or high, or none of the above. Plant the hands, draw the elbows in and the shoulders wide. Here we go for 5, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Press those arms, lower the legs if they were lifted, come to plank pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those knees and find a resting pose. That's it. Yeah, just kind of notice, right? All right. So we're going to come on up. You're going to take the blocks to the front of your mat, up at their highest level. I would say we probably could move our blankets out of the way, but if you would prefer knees instead of high lunge, you can leave the blanket there. Let's get that out of the way for now. Hands to block, step forward with your right foot, flip your toes under, and come into just a nice, easy high lunge. Look at your legs, everybody. Make sure they're wide enough apart. Think of them as separate railroad tracks. And pause here for just a second. Just kind of feel the lunge. Your blocks can be high or medium, by the way. They don't have to be super high. And then slowly straighten the front leg. Try to keep the back foot relatively straight forward. Does not have to be straight. Bend your front knee. And straighten the front leg. If your knees are okay, you're welcome to bring that front knee past your ankle a little bit. Just don't let the left hip sink down too much. And straighten. Good, listen up. You're gonna bend your front knee. Keep your hands on your blocks. Make sure you're not overly reliant on them. And then turn your back foot to the side position. Notice your front hip, front knee, front foot. Draw the front hip back. Make sure your knee is pointing toward that pinky toe or ring finger toe. Breathe. Straighten the front leg. What are we doing here, everybody? Right? Here's your triangle pose alignment. Bend your front knee. There is your warrior two or extended side angle alignment. Turn your back foot. Make it straight again. Lower that knee. Release and switch sides. If you need to break off the blocks, shake out those hands. So now the left leg is forward. Flip the toes under, lift the knee. Nice alignment with that front knee, front ankle. Feel the lunge, nice squeeze of the right glute. Straighten the front leg. Look at your back foot, just see if you can keep it relatively straightforward. And bend the front knee. Maybe you notice where that knee tracks, right? When you bend the knee, does it head toward the big toe, the middle toe, the pinky toe? Bend that knee. Good. One more big stretch, going from a pyramid pose variation to a high lunge. Bend the knee. Keep that knee bent. Turn your back foot to the side position. Look at your front knee, your front hip. Make sure that front hip is rolling back. I got one of you in my mind right now. You know who you are. So that that knee tries to head toward the pinky to the middle toes, right? Just not the big toe. And then straighten the front leg. Here we are, right? This is your leg alignment for triangle pose. Bend the front knee, turn your toes, back toes forward, and then push off and step forward. Bend both knees and come on up to standing. Good. Shake that out. Grab one block. Go ahead and take it between the legs. Let's just get a little leg reset. Squeeze your butt, everybody. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, just bring the elbows down. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze and up. And squeeze and shake that out. So I'm just turning sideways so you can see what in the world I'm doing. I think I've got room. Go ahead and take the arms up. Good. I'll take my back to you. So my palms are facing forward. I'm going to take them out to the side. I'm going to turn the palms back and then bend the elbows and bring them to my, wherever it feels good, just to your back. Squeeze your block. Release, turn them out, rotate them, and take them up. Good. Out to the sides. Turn the palms down. Reach behind you. Cross. And then release. Come back up. So what are we trying to do here? You're going to see this later if I remember. Take them out. Keep the chest tall. Keep the shoulders back. Turn the palms down. Start to lower behind you. Crisscross those wrists. Keep the shoulders back. Good. And release. Come on up. And then exhale, hands to heart. Shake that out. Kind of store that one back for later, again, if I remember. Come on back to the front of your mat. Both of your blocks are nice and high. Roll the shoulders back, everybody. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, take those hands to your blocks. Soften the knees and step back with your left leg. Come into a high lunge. Your blocks are under your shoulders, by the way. They're not real far forward. So just make sure you've got good stability here. Take your hands to your knees, squeeze your back glute, lift your chest, take the arms up. Nice lunge. No biggie here, right? You can take the back knee down for all the things we're getting ready to do. Exhale, hands down. Turn your back foot to the side position. Take a look at the front knee, front ankle, front foot. Your right hand goes to your right knee. Push off warrior two. Lengthen your pose. Make sure your belly, you're drawing the left side ribs back so that we're not overshooting. Breathe. Take your front hand to your front thigh. Straighten the leg. Press both feet away from each other. Start to slide down. You've got your block there, so you got choices. Either you're going to keep your hand on your shin and take the other arm overhead, or you're going to take your hand to your block outside your ankle. And breathe. And then imagine the knee pointing toward that third toe or fourth toe. Press up, reach. Bend your front knee. Now we are in extended side angle. Either your hand is still on your block or your hand or your elbow has gone to your knee. Take your top hand, take it to your hip. Push off your front foot, come on up. Woo, turn all your toes forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips to the floor or to your shins. Big, deep breath. Good. Press halfway up. Heel toe in. Lengthen through those nice stretchy little hamstrings. Bend the knees, everybody. Take your hands to your knees and come on up. Good. Shake that out. Woo. Good. Same thing, other side. I'm just going to go to the other side of my mat so I don't have my back to you so much. You're in mountain pose. You should feel good, strong, steady, right? Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, hands come down to your blocks. Soften the knees and step back into a lunge with your right foot. Check your legs, make sure they're wide enough for you. Your hands are on your blocks. Your blocks are wrist to shoulder. Breathe. Make sure the legs are wide enough. Hands come to your knee, lift the torso, and take the arms up. Squeeze the back glute. Exhale, lower down. Think about it. You can even look at that foot. Turn your back foot to the side position. Chances are you are heel to heel alignment now. Look at the front knee, super important. Allow that knee to roll toward the third or fourth toe. And you're moving from the hip, not necessarily from the knee. Take your left hand to the knee. Reach up, warrior two. And immediately try to bring the torso back in alignment over the hips, as opposed to leaning over that front leg. Good. Fire up the arms. Good. John, watch the front knee. Breathe. Straighten the front leg. Take the front hand to the front thigh. I like this. It is a more thoughtful move into triangle pose so that we don't Just use momentum. Draw the hip nice and deep. Take the top arm up. Your hand is either resting on the shin or maybe it's at your block, which is right outside your ankle. Chest is open. Find your breath. Take the top hand to your hip. Bend your front knee. Breathe. You can extend that arm out again. Now we're in extended side angle. Good. Now take that top hand to your hip. Push off. Come on up. Turn all your toes. Point them all forward. Squeeze the glutes. Stay tall. Good. Turn the heels in or the toes out, depending on how wide you are. Shake out those hips. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze, everything bends. Just one more lift. Exhale, bend. Take those hands to your thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the belly. Keep the chest tall. One, you're here. Two, the legs are straight. Take the arms overhead. Good. Take them out to the sides. Turn the palms down. Reach behind you, crisscross ankles. You can even hold on to your elbows if your arms reach that way. And straighten the legs. Whew. Release the arms. Heel toe in, everybody. Grab one block. Just give it a good squeeze. Maybe you go long with your block. Draw the legs in. Press the inner ankles toward each other. Open up the shoulders. And then, kind of just feel these are your tensor fascia lata, right? They go into the hip joints, the glutes that wrap all around the hip joints, and then down to the knees, your quads, right? So all that stuff we've worked today. And a little bit of upper body. Nice job. Go ahead and release that, everyone. Take those blocks to the front of your mat. And just leave them there for now. Stand tall, little balance work here. Actually, I just changed my mind because I want to do half moon again. We did this on Wednesday and on Sunday. So if you have a wall nearby and you want to use that wall, that's awesome. Keep one block high. This is how I taught it the last two classes. I'm going to do it one more time. So you got your left hand block high. Your right hand block is on the second level. You're going to take the left foot and just bring it back behind you a little bit. Your right knee is bent. Turn your back foot to the side position. And just kind of contemplate this odd. You don't need to, nor should you probably go long, right? So we're not going into a warrior stance. And then just think about, what does this feel like in my body? Left hand stays on the block. The right hand moves forward, kind of almost as far as it'll reach. Push off your back leg. Stand on your right foot. Your toes on the left are pointed out to the side. And then we're going to just think about this. We got our little training wheel on the left. You can press out of that left hand. Take your left hand to your hip. Maybe you open up the hip. Maybe you open up the shoulder. The last thing besides the arm to move is the gaze. Because as soon as you take the gaze from the floor, it's going to challenge you a little bit more. Maybe the arm comes up. Breathe. Ooh. Hand down to your block. And release. Ay, ay. Good. Come on up to standing. Half moon. It's a good one, right? A lot of challenge in half moon from a balance standpoint. And I remember a teacher, I don't really teach it myself, but I remember a teacher telling me once that the lifted leg is like a rudder. And if you feel yourself falling forward, you bring the rudder back. You feel yourself tipping backwards, you bring the rudder forward. Kind of an interesting thing. I have played with it. I don't teach it that way, but I just did. Ha. All right, same thing, other side. Your right hand block is high. Your left hand block is lower. Your left foot is forward. Your knee is aligned. Your back foot is turned to the side position. When you're ready, you're going to take that left hand block. I'm going to scoot back and walk it forward. And then stand on that standing leg and lift the back leg and breathe. And just think about that. Keep your gaze on the floor, everybody. Maybe you release the right hand to the hip. You can think about that rudder. Breathe. Open up the right shoulder, right hip. Maybe you start to take the gaze to the right. Maybe you take the arm up. My rudder keeps wanting to go backwards. Breathe and release. Shake, shake, shake that out. Holy moly. Nice forward fold, everyone. Bend the knees. Come on down to the floor. And release. Good. You can set your blocks aside. I don't think we're going to need them. Maybe keep them at your sides for Shavasana if you want that for later. But come back to that nice, easy seated pose. If your blanket is close by, grab your blanket. And you're going to fold it in half and then fold it in half again until it's this big puffy square. If you don't have a blanket, you can use a pillow. If you don't have either one, you can use a block actually. So we're going to sit with our knees much closer and breathe. And just kind of notice. So the closer in, the closer in, the closer in, you might feel a little bit of a stretch in the hips. If you're able, just take the hands forward. If your knees are super high, don't worry about bringing the hands forward. Just pause here for a second. This may be your pose. It may also be that you take this lovely blanket and sit on it instead of what we're going to do with it in a moment. But if it feels okay, just kind of sit, kind of snuggle the hips back, and then come on back up. Now, one, you're going to go there again, or you're going to sit on your blanket. Two, you're going to take whatever leg is kind of closest to the bottom, and you're going to leave it there and square it off. So this is fire log pose. If you can, your shin is roughly parallel with the edge of your yoga mat. Here's where the blanket comes in. You're going to take that blanket, place it between your ankle and your knee. Ooh. Yeah, baby. So it's kind of an interesting pose, right? So I can come here, but I have a little space. I didn't used to, but I have a little space here because the hips aren't all that thrilled with that deep an opening. So you can use a block, which is lovely. You can use a blanket, which I really like because it's soft. Or you can come back to figure four. Like if none of those are tapping into the hip, go to figure four seated like we did before, which is, again, really a sweet pose. So what you want to feel is some levelness with the hips, some solidness with the hips so that you're not just leaning into one side or the other. Find your breath. Only if you want, you can take those hands forward. It will deepen your pose. Yep. Breathe. I like this variation. Like I said, both my knees and shins used to stack without an issue. Now my hip is not as willing to go that deep. But I love this version because I can stay in fire log pose and feel a stretch and feel safe. Feel like this is a good stretch that isn't forcing me where my body doesn't want to go. Good. Come on up, everybody. Take the blanket out. Lift both the knees, straighten, and now you're in figure four. Yep. And just rock it out. Now you have to remember which leg was on the bottom, which is the foot that is currently on the floor. So just lean back. So remember, if for me it's my left foot, might be your right. Lower down, crisscross again, kind of in a really tight, funny, I'm on the same side. Crisscross and just go tight. If you're not sure, it's chances are it's not the way you normally would crisscross. Okay. And then, so when you're here, you can do anything with your blanket. You can come forward, right? Feel that sweet little stretch there. Wiggle out through the hips. Or you can lean back. That bottom leg stays down, relatively parallel with the edge of your mat. The top leg comes on, your ankle to knee, ankle to knee. And if you want, take that blanket, level out the hips the best you can. Maybe flex your feet. Ah, and pause. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Optional, take the hands forward. Always pause here, always mindful. And slide back up if you were low. Take the blanket out and just start to lift that knee. You'll automatically know which figure four, which side you're on. Adjust your foot. Maybe you rock a little. And release everybody. Ooh, good. Shake that all out. I would grab your blanket and just make yourself a little cushion. So I'm going to open mine all the way because I just feel like being really nice to myself today. So take your blanket nice and long on your mat. And then grab your strap. We're going to do a bound Baddha Konasana, but it's not going to be our normal our normal bind. You're going to take the strap and take it around your feet and then tighten the strap so that when the soles of the feet are together, the feet are not going to come apart. I have the buckle right in between, right where the arches are. I would not make that overly tight. Okay, so I think you can see that. And then take your feet on your blanket. If you have your blocks nearby and you haven't already started to lay down, grab your blocks. Bring your feet to your blanket. Your feet are bound. Start to lower yourself down to the floor. And then one block on either side of your hips, of your legs. So this is a restorative slash kind of a bind, right? Baddha Konasana. The shoulders are soft. Ideally, your head is on your blanket, or if you have a pillow nearby, you can grab your pillow. Maybe check the hip points and just see if they are even. Open up through the shoulders. Allow your hands to float out to the sides. And if it is comfortable for your shoulders, I want you to take the arms overhead with your elbows bent. to mimic the legs. So the elbows are bending out to the sides. And I want you to just ever so lightly kind of touch your fingers together, not really interlace, but just hook a couple fingers so that the hands stay together. And I want you to imagine this figure eight through your body from your breath. And so as you inhale, you're going to take that breath maybe from your left foot, left knee. It comes across your pelvis to the right elbow, across your hands, over to the left, and then down across the pelvis again, ending at the foot. And you're going to reverse that idea each time. So it's like an alternate nostril breathing, but it is just moving the breath in this figure eight pattern across your body. Don't make it more than it is. Just allow your body to settle and see if you can follow your breath up one side, exhaling out the other side. One more breath of this figure eight. Release the arms and let the hands rest on the belly. Soften through those shoulders. And again, maybe the fingers are touching, maybe not. Feel the soft belly breath. For just another couple of breaths, and only if you want, release your block to deepen the Baddha Konasana. But please don't do that if there's any strain or stress or discomfort. Two more breaths here. And then use the hands to the outside thighs. Draw your knees together. Whew. Shimmy your feet out of your strap. Getting ready for Shavasana. If you want, grab your blocks and place them under your thighs. I do love this version of Shavasana. The pelvis completely relaxes, the lower back completely relaxes, the thighs get to splay open a little bit. And then your hands at your sides or resting at your belly, whatever feels good to you. We allow ourselves to take our practice deep within our bodies, knowing that as we release tension in our bodies, we release emotional, mental tension, and we give our souls a chance to lighten up. Allow the shoulders to melt. Allow the sacrum to be heavy. Go softer still. For those of you who are ready, start to wiggle those toes, maybe circle your ankles. Bend the knees, allow your feet to come to the floor. And then draw those knees up toward your chest. Round the back if it feels good. Just stretch all that out. Rock the knees side to side and allow the knees to roll to one side. Curl all the way over. Just pause here like you've woken up from a delicious nap. And then ever so slowly press up. Coming back to a seat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Bow to your own inner goodness and strength and stability. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Thank you, everybody. All righty, have a great day.